guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to make prawn salan with aloo. Let's get started. So we have 1 full cup of cooking oil. We've got 2 green chillies cut in small pieces. Then we got 1 full clove of garlic, fresh garlic, cut in small pieces. We've got 2 medium size onions, cut in thin slices. Then we've got 1 teaspoon of red dried chillies. Then we have 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Got 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, huldi. Got 1 teaspoon of tomato paste with chili inside it. Then we've got 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. Then we have 1 teaspoon of garam masala, homemade garam masala. We've got 1 teaspoon of zeera powder. We've got 1 teaspoon of dhaniya powder. We've got half a tin of tinned tomatoes. Then we've got 2 fresh tomatoes, medium size, cut in small pieces. Then we've got a handful of fresh dhaniya, coriander. Then we've got 3 to 4 potatoes washed and peeled, and I've put in small pieces. Then we've got 6 cups of large prawns. They're all washed as well. And that can, I've emptied it out with the tomatoes. Then I've put half tin water in there, so we can add it into our pot later on, as you will see later on. Let's add our ingredients. I'm gonna add 1 cup of cooking oil. Bismillah. Then we're gonna add our 2 medium size onions cut in slices. Then we're going to add our fresh garlic. Then we're going to add our green chilies. Then we're going to add our mixed spices all together. Then we're going to add our fresh tomatoes. Bismillah. Then we're going to add our tin tomatoes. That's half a tin. Then we're going to add our half a tin of water. I've left the red juice, the tin tomato juice in there, so it's got nice flavour. Bismillah. And now we're going to put this on the cooker and let it cook. Right. I've put it on my cooker. I put it on the full heat, the biggest stove. And now we're just going to mix all our ingredients together. Bismillah. Mix it really well. Just gonna let this cook on full heat and put the lid on the pot and let it cook until it comes in boil. Right guys, it's been 5 to 6 minutes and all the spices and the onions are got mixed together. It's boiling. Can you see all the bubbles? Bismillah. We're going to mix it really well, and then we're going to go get our potato masher. I'm going to mash this really well, so all the onions are mashed and it becomes like a paste. So we want to mash really well. Be careful, it's very hot, to do it slowly. Mix it again with your wooden spoon. Bismillah. You're going to leave this for another 4 minutes. Put the lid back on. Let the steam stay in and let it cook for another 5 minutes. Guys, it's been another 5 minutes. Bismillah. Right, we're going to really mix this again really well. As you can see, it's a little bit sticking, so we're just going to add half a cup of water. You can add, I'm going to add boiling hot water, or you can even add tap water if you want. That's half a cup, and mix this really well. I'm going to get our masher again. Mash it. Going to let this cook for another 5 minutes. Right guys, it's been another 5 minutes. Bismillah. It's looking really nice. As you can see, all the oil is really showing up at the top. It's all red, and the onions are quite mashed up. We're gonna get our masher again and mash it one more time. Bismillah. Mash it really well so all the mixture is like a paste. Bismillah, mix it one more time with the wooden spoon. And I think that's our masala all done, all cooked. And now, still on full heat, I'm going to add my potatoes. Bismillah. Mix this really well. Leave it on full heat still. Why I put potatoes in first, because potatoes take time to cook. Prawns get cooked very easily. When the potatoes are cooking, make sure you're standing over it just to keep eye on it, that it doesn't stick to the pot. Now I'm just going to mix it really well. I left the potatoes in probably about for 5 to 6 minutes, but I kept it mixing it over time as well. And as you can see, my potatoes are becoming a little bit soft. Now I'm going to add my dry chillies. That's a teaspoon, just sprinkle over it. Bismillah. Powder. Bismillah. Then I'm going to add my dhaniya powder. Bismillah. and I'm going to mix that really well. Bismillah. I'm still on full heat. I've not put the lid on. We're going to add our prawns. Bismillah. I'm going to mix that really well as well. Bismillah. We're going to leave this on slow heat, the slowest, and let it cook for 10 to 15 minutes. But in between that time, we are still going to mix our salan. Put the lid back on. Right, it's been 12 minutes since we put our prawns in. I just want to show you what the prawns are looking like. As you can see, it's a lot of water. The prawns left a lot of water. We're not going to get a wooden spoon to mix it. We're just going to get our oven glove and hold the pot. Make sure you don't burn yourself, and just mix it so the prawns don't break and the potatoes don't break. It's still on slow heat, and we're just going to let it cook. Actually, we'll put the heat in medium heat now. And let it cook. Make sure the prawn and the potatoes don't stick to the pot. If you have to check in between the time, make sure you check it. Don't mix it with the wooden spoon. Just get an oven glove and move your pot with it. Back on. I'm going to leave this for another 10 minutes. Guys, it's been 10 minutes since the last time I checked my prawns, and now it's looking good. The water's dried out on our medium heat, and we're just gonna get our oven glove again and just hold the handle of the pot and mix it. Make sure it's not sticking to the pot. If you think it's sticking, just add a little more water in. Now we're going to check our potatoes, get our fork and test it. Seems to be done. Goes quite easily in the fork. That's it done. Potatoes are definitely done. Now as you can see, all the oil's showing on the top. Now add our fresh dhaniya. Bismillah. And our homemade garam masala. Just sprinkle over it. Bismillah. And now just get your wooden spoon and just mix it really slowly. Make sure your potatoes don't break and your prawns don't break. And that's our prawn and salan made. You can serve this with roti, or you can serve it with white boiled rice.